result of your efforts?
Quit messing around. You know who we're dealing with.
Carelessness will be your downfall. Deliver.
Cartonus!
Fine on.
I'm glad that you're okay. As for you, Mighty, if I'm not mistaken, shouldn't your responsibility be protecting the citizens?
What is that supposed to mean? Who are you implying isn't a citizen here?
Don't evade the question. Aglaia told us to protect the citizens. Are you ignoring what she said?
It is you who forgot the second half of her words. Her original words were, protect the citizens and eliminate the invaders. The crisis in the Holy City will be resolved once we've eliminated Nikador. Speaking of which, since you've never considered the pair over there to be citizens, they seem to fit the definition of invaders. The three priests of Yanis share the same appearance and mind, and their senses are also interlinked. The Achaemins have long been aware of your presence and what you have been doing. You trust him that much? I suggest you think twice.
Provoking your allies at such a critical juncture. Whose side are you on?
From the moment we first met, I already told you that regardless of whether it's in the past or in the future, the people of Kremnos will never agree to make peace with the likes of you. As the successor of Kremnos, I, Mighty, am not able to act independently on such matters. Furthermore, things have escalated to a point where I must warn you, esteemed guests, that your host is anything but proficient in the ways of hospitality.
Enough. The time for internal strife now is not. Still on the offense, the Mad King is, and must be stopped by the Chrysos heirs.
I have not forgotten about what needs to be done. Stand down. I'm more than capable of taking care of what's ahead by myself. As for you, Nikador is in the Marmorial Palace. Aglaia told me to stay out of it. So, go ahead. Deliver.
I don't need you to tell me that.
You. What's your name? Is that not also strange?
Well, that's the Chrysos heirs. Revered as heroes by the masses, but still imperfect mortals at their core. What a mess. Yes, Treby acted with haste. This is Marmorial Market, the most important residential and living area in the Holy City. Pushing through by force would undoubtedly result in needless casualties. But now our backup is here.
Lord Finon and The two guests. Welcome to Akama.
When I heard your footsteps, I thought death was already writing my final chapter before my heroic journey had even begun. Miss Casterus?
An abrupt ending to an epic that has barely begun might also amaze the people. But today, Lord Finon, Akama needs you.
Well, if the Mortician of the Holy City says I'm needed, then it sounds like I'm gonna live through this mess.
Well, that isn't for me to decide. All I can do is clear the obstacles and guide you to the place of Nikador's descent. Dear guests, if you would, I'd like you to please follow me. And kindly keep 5 paces distance. In the face of death, strife will also cause hesitation to arise. I am the shadow of death. There are also some enemies who are difficult to subdue by presence alone.
The scent of blood. Are you an attendant of the Hand of Shadow?
No, I'm nobody's attendant.
You can try to avoid and hide it. But you obviously came from the world of the dead. Akama, Chrysos heirs. What cowards! We live by loyalty and glory, while you live by weakness and deceit.
I'm so glad that you're not my history teacher. How much can we trust the words of someone who has sunk so deep into madness? However, if you're standing here out of loyalty and glory, then I shall draw my blade and grant you a warrior's end.
Come to arms.
As you wish.
Lady Aglaya once said that your time is extremely valuable and shouldn't be wasted on unnecessary conflict. I have the power to lay them to rest.
I was about to say the same. It's pointless to waste your strength on these pawns. Let's go. It's time to face Strife.
Once there, you must turn into birds and fly toward the final battlefield.
Miss Casterus, why aren't you joining us?
I must stay here and ensure that these soldiers do not destroy the city. Although faith is more important to the vast majority, there are still quite a number of citizens who care more about their worldly possessions.
I understand, but...
There is no need for worry. The citizens have already been evacuated, and the only living things in the vicinity are the 3 of you. As Lady Aglaya instructed, no civilians will be affected by this.
Do excuse my impropriety. Well then, I'll see you later, Miss Castros.
Then, could you all quietly leave?
Memorial Palace, the Lance of Fury, Nikador. They're all there in the distance. That battle cry once crushed all in its path. It knocked down foes and allies alike, leaving people as fragile as reeds in a gale. My limbs trembled uncontrollably as my weapon clattered to the ground. I could hear nothing but the frenzied and shameful beating of my own heart. Fear. This is why the Strife Titan is revered. If a warrior can face this terror and still step forward, no trial thereafter can shake the weapon in their hand. You two. If you wish to retreat, this is your final chance to do so. Looks like the both of you have indeed braved many dangers. Interesting concept. Surely on your worlds there must also be a Titan which is revered by the masses. But there's no need to further confirm your resolve. We shall soon cross swords with the embodiment of Strife. And yet, faced against this menacing threat, your resolve only gleams more intensely. Let's get going. In the era when Kefali had not yet fallen silent, none could stand as their equal. Today, we inherit the duty of the gods, safeguarding the inhabitants of Amphoreus. Stand with me and become heroes!